Start talking.
So this video is about like how Brian, when he first got the plane crash in the winter, he didn't know what it was. He thought it was something different, and now it changed over time. Like now it looks like he said it's a whole new world, and before that is just since it was colder. And right, Adrian?
Yeah.
Before it was colder, and so he just didn't realize that everything had changed. Right, Adrian? What are some examples, Adrian?
Like when the plane crashed and when he needed to hunt food and stuff, he needed to hunt food, and then when it was winter he needed to get snowshoes. He needed to kill animals for fat. He needed to do a lot of things because it was winter, and there was no random homes and villages, towns where he can go to them. And he had to make his own house. He had to make his own clothes for him to survive. That means he don't die from coldness. He don't die from hunger. That means he ended up having to do all that stuff to survive. But then he ended up figuring out this might be a whole new world because he ended up walking, and he ended up finding a whole new place where when he was peeing, his urine hit the ground, then it came back up and then turned to ice.
No, it didn't hit the ground. It turned to ice when it was falling.
That means except for hitting at the ground, it just when it was coming down, it just stopped and then turned to ice, and then it was ice. That means
it's like an icicle.
Yeah, that means this might be a whole new world, or he just walked farther and farther where it got colder and colder, where stuff like that would happen.
Yeah, and and normally you don't eat fat, right?
Yeah.
But now he needs fat since he wants to get fat. Pretty much since he hasn't had a lot of food. Right, Adrian?
Yep.
So if he doesn't get a lot of food, he won't survive. And if he doesn't survive, it'd be bad, right? And this is a follow-up to all of our videos, right?
Yeah, because on one of our videos, it was Thanksgiving on one of our videos, and how he had to be thankful for all what's happening. And then we made so many videos, and this is a video for all those videos.
Yeah, Thanksgiving, that video, he didn't realize that it was Thanksgiving, so it was a little bit late. And so I think the conclusion is he needs to realize more stuff about the world.
Yeah, and he should be thankful because now because when he first came to this place, he didn't have no food, no shelter, no good clothes for winter. That means now he got all that, he got all the food he needs, he got all the animals, he got all the weapons.
Yeah.
He got all his winter stuff. That means he should be thankful for all this stuff that's been happening.
Yeah, he has everything, but he has everything he needs, but not necessarily. He has the old-fashioned caveman stuff. Well, not necessarily caveman, more Indians. He's kind of an Indian, right?
Yeah, because.
But he has better clothing.
Yeah, and the rabbit's foot began bigger and bigger, where that would be better for snowshoes. He been killing animals for winter because if he don't be warm enough, he can get sick and he might die because he don't have no hospital to go to. He don't have no doctor that to help him because it seems he in a desert island, he's just in a random island.
He's never gotten sick ever.
That means he should be thankful for all this stuff that's happening.
And this is kind of the Thanksgiving video.
Yeah, but this is all our videos put into one though.
Yeah. So it's gonna have to be small.
That means
longer than our 12-minute one. An hour.
That means this is kind of like a follow up to like all our other videos, like when we made the one with like when the wolves came back, because
that was like one of our youngest videos.
Yeah, and then we ended up figuring out the wolves ended up coming back, because we don't know why the wolves came back, but it seemed like the wolves had to come back for a reason, or they could just end up randomly walking, right? Because they probably were looking for food.
Oh, I think I know the reason. I think the reason is because like it was cold out, and it was too cold out for them, and they're like hiding in their den.
Yeah, they might need shelter because probably like
they
the snow
hide in their den. They all hid in their big den. They all hid in the den. But when it was summer again, they came out of their den. Or not summer, I mean like when it was cooler, they came out of their den. And they came walking around for like food and stuff.
And think about it, because like it's been getting colder and colder, that like they might need like a new place for probably ice and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But then he said it was getting warmer, almost like a summer.
Yeah, then it seemed like from all that travel, it might have got probably warmer, or it might still be cold. It just feel like even if it's cold, he just might
still be like that much warmer.
Yeah, it might be like a little bit warmer than where it was last time.
Yeah, but this much warmer would like be this much warmer to him, since he doesn't have air conditioning, heaters, and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, that means to him it might feel like warm to him, because if he had been in the cold, he didn't have no heater when it was cold. He didn't have no AC when it was warm. That means like now from traveling, it might feel warm to him because from being in the cold.
Like warm to them is this much difference. Warm to us is like this much difference. So it's like he's adapted to his surroundings.
Yeah, it seemed like he adapted to his surroundings.
And like each time he said it was a new world, he adapted differently, right?
Yeah, because he might probably adapted to like the warmness.
He was like here, and then he like learned how to adapt, and he kept climbing up until he learned how to adapt like a lot, right?
Yeah.
And like when he like did a bunch of things to adapt, like looked at rabbit traces, and like the mouse prints. Remember the mouse prints?
Yeah.
The animals would leave tracks, so it was easier to hunt. In like the new world, when all the animals weren't afraid of him, and like he's adapted so much that animals actually kind of like him.
Yeah, because on one of our old videos, because he made like some animals friends, like wolves.
And maybe like Betty. Yeah, maybe like Betty the skunk will come back.
Yeah, that means, and it seemed like the wolves came back, but we don't know what the wolves are. The wolves might be here for like revenge, or they might be here because they miss him, or they might just randomly.
But I don't think like, what would he do? What would the wolves want revenge for him?
Well, we don't know because we haven't read that far. Like, we're only on page 120.
Wait, what was the
but we don't know. Like anything can happen. Like
said,
don't even know.
The next day it grew warmer still, so maybe it's growing like warmer.
Yeah, it seems like it might get warm. That means it seems like it's not like winter no more. It's kind of like
4 miles from Camp Hunting Moose. Like, so it's probably like lighter, so you can like see camp farther. I think you should maybe like make a watchtower, like, or a bunch of leaves piled up so he can see his camp when he's hunting, right, Adrian?
Yeah, and that'll be a better way to see like if people there to help him, they'll be able to help him.
Now
like,
he
kill.
says he had no intention of killing a moose, and he's hunting like a wolf, and like wolves hunt in packs. So I think he wasn't really hunting like a wolf. He was
I think I might know something because the wolves came back. I think he might. This might sound crazy, but I think he might probably team up with the wolves probably.
Oh
Yeah, because like he might team up with the wolves, help the wolf get food. The wolves might help him get food and stuff like that. Like thinking creative, because Brian been thinking creative out this whole book. Like from since page chapter 1, he been getting creative for all this time that he might team up with wolves because he's gonna start hunting like wolves, and then you just said he'll feel
now it says he shot it. It was almost murder, and then the wolves came in. So I think he might have been hunting with the wolves. It's like the wolves came in, tearing the moose limb from limb, blood turning the snow red.
But you remember what you said when the bullet came back and the wolves was coming? Like the wolves might probably I'm thinking the wolves might probably got shot probably because the wolves probably ran fast. Like the bullet where it probably hit one of the wolves probably. That could have happened.
But who would shoot the bullet? There's no one out there.
Brian probably.
Brian doesn't have his rifle.
Oh yeah, that means somebody else might be out there.
Yeah, but no one was out there. It was just trees falling.
Yeah, but now probably somebody end up except for crashing, they might probably just somebody else probably been surviving just like Brian probably. But they never found anybody. Now if it is a person probably they could probably team up to kill animals, or the other person might have shelter, all the food, all that fat, all that means where that person might help Brian, or that person might not help Brian because we haven't got that far. That means anything can happen to Brian.
Now he said it was so warm he didn't need his clothes to go to the bathroom.
Wow, that means it seemed like probably
It's park.
Oh yeah, it probably might turn in summer probably.
Yeah.
That means
What's after winter? Spring?
oh, summer. It's summer after.
I think it's spring.
Spring. This is a video.
I think it's spring. Whatever. So it's a warm. Now he says it's a warm day in December. December is still Christmas when the snow comes down, but I would think it would be warm in December.
Wait, think of it. Well, I'm kind of thinking a little bit farther in the book because of December. I think he might probably do something for December, because it's Christmas. He might do, but at the same time he couldn't because who's going to give him presents? But he could do something.
Santa. He could build a chimney. Oh yeah, he already has that mini chimney, the mini hole. He has the mini hole in his roof.
Wait, well, there's a lot. Remember when he celebrated Thanksgiving, even if there was nothing. Well, he thanks stuff, but he probably I don't know if he could do he probably eats some food for Christmas, or he might think about all the stuff what happened in the past and think about the future. All the stuff
no! Now he hears a pop pop, and it's too warm for trees to explode.
That means.
What do you think that could mean? People with guns?
Well, remember on our last video we said about because how water can break ice.
But he said it's too warm for that to happen. And he heard a pop, pop, like a gunshot. So
in on our last video, and it couldn't be the ice because on our last video it was still cold. That means the ice probably went up through the tree and broke it because when water comes down,
but it's too warm for it to explode.
I mean, and because it's not winter, it can't just start raining and then it start freezing up where it turns to ice and comes
people with guns are shooting trees.
Or they might be just shooting animals because we don't know because and it's too warm for it to start raining and for ice to come up and break.
And now he says he fooled himself before he thought he heard planes. He thought he imagined people. Thought he imagined gunshots when trees fell down.
Yeah, and it's too cold
Now,
for ice
if
wedge.
it wasn't like trees exploding, what could it be? Oh, now he's thinking of skis. He's thinking of skis to like ski downhill faster. That might be a good idea. It's kind of like a little car, but it's like skis. It's like an old-fashioned moving around way faster than like anything.
Yeah. Then we don't know what's like happening.
Oh yeah, and now he's like he could fly, since when you go down you might go up and like boom, and he could like fly over. So animals, animals are a hill where it goes boom. Yeah, get big dinner. See?
Yeah, but we still got to
He'd
figure out.
zoom over the animals. The animals wouldn't notice him, and he'd get them for his dinner.
Yeah, but we still got to figure out what's happening to the trees because it's too cold for ice wedging to come up for us to start raining and for the water to turn to freeze where it can break through
Now
the trees.
he said he found a line. A line. What do you think that means? He found a line. A line.
I never really thought of that.
Maybe someone's gun could be dragging, or a hatchet?
Yeah.
Here. He'd come 3 miles and a bit more.
Okay, then we got figure. We wondering what do the word line mean, because like lime, because he ain't talking about the fruit lime, right? Like because there's no limes out. That means like there's so many lines that he can talk about. He can talk about this line. He can talk about that line.
Now he says he saw a moose, dozen deer, hundreds of rabbits, and could have many shots, but he's trying to find some sign. That sounds the orange. There was a line in the middle of a lake. It was a line in the middle of the lake.
Boys and girls, give me five. If you're in the middle of a video, please finish it up, and then when you're done.